So welcome everyone to our Angelbeat Virtual Summit. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. My name is Ron Gerber. I'm the head of Angelbeat. In these coronavirus times, we're focused on the same strategy that's made Angelbeat very successful in the live world, namely delivering meaningful information on all the top issues to help you in your career and to help your organization become more successful. If you look at the agenda I've lined up here, what I've tried to do is basically walk you through how Microsoft, and we've got 8 experts here, will help you embark and accelerate and perhaps partially complete your journey towards digital transformation. As you can see here, the flow of the day is structured very logically. We need to talk about security. We need to talk about security for work from home employees, how that's set up, because that's going to be the new almost main or de facto computing paradigm for employees. We need to understand solutions like AI, ML. What does that mean? We also want to talk about cloud native designs. It's not just migrating existing applications to the cloud. It's how do you go about re-architecting those applications for the cloud from the very beginning. We'll then hear about DevOps and Azure, how Microsoft is helping all of us develop applications. I can tell you, if you're not currently a developer and you're not currently actively involved in software and line of business tools, that's going to obviously change very much in the future. That was happening, of course, with the advent of the cloud, with things like desktops being automatically updated, with things like hyper-converged data centers for your private cloud architectures, so people don't need to worry about racking and stacking switches and integrating networking and compute and virtualization. That's already been happening, and it's only going to happen more. But then we're also going to hear about other solutions, not just DevOps, which is what Microsoft does to help people develop in Azure. What about GitHub? I think this is the most amazing acquisition that Microsoft has made in terms of reflecting its strategy to be very customer-centric as opposed to being very product-centric. What they're doing with GitHub is saying, we're going to put our resources behind the open source community. Who would have thought that just a few years ago, Microsoft would be the largest contributor to the open source kernel? Never would have happened. But that's why they bought GitHub, and we're going to hear from Sasha about that. And then finally, we'll end the day with some great insights on tools that Microsoft offers to help you structure data, to help you analyze it. What I would call, they're not archaic, but traditional databases, traditional data warehouses don't, or at least aren't designed to be optimally configured for a cloud infrastructure where you want to combine or ingest data of all different types, files, object storage, unstructured, structured, video, text, social media data. And how do you make sense of that? You need not just a traditional relational database or a traditional data warehouse. You need the next generation. So I think that's what we're going to cover. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Just to give you some details about this, as I said, we want to get back to live events pretty soon. But right now we're focused on these virtual summits that are around cloud, security, applications, data. I think it's going to be great. You can get all the information on angelbeat.com. For the slides themselves, give me a day or two, maybe till Monday to get that ready. We'll have all the slides available. There's a tab on the Angelbeat website that allows you to download all the slides. It goes directly to the Angelbeat OneDrive account. You'll see lots of information there. And I'll also be putting up the videos. Again, we're just recording this in one large video, and then over the weekend, I just need to edit the video so we can break it up into manageable blocks. So again, if you're interested in John's opening talk on security, all set. If you're interested in Tonio's talk on databases, you can get that right away. I also encourage people, please follow us on all the major social media platforms. What we're trying to do is not automatically rely upon Angelbeat pushing out information via email. It's obviously important to where most individuals sign up for our programs, but we also want to encourage people to take advantage of social media so you can pull the information down automatically. As far as some logistics, again, I just want to point out that we use the Zoom webinar platform, which is secure. No one can randomly join this virtual summit. There is a unique registration link that all of you have gotten that ties in with your email. So even if you forward this link to someone else, it won't work. He or she has to log in independently. All of you should have access to chat and Q&A. We'll have all of the data for recording. I will make sure that you can just reply back to rgerber@angelbeat.com. If you have any questions, you can also reply back to me. For those of you who are staying on for the full day, there's 8 hours of CPE or CEU credits. I have a generic form that I've prepared that should work. You have to keep in mind, we've got a nationwide, if not an international audience. There's so many different regulatory groups that give, in general terms, continuing education credits. I have a generic form that I will send to you. If you need it customized, just email me back. And again, during the session itself, I just want to make sure that you could email me. I'll watch it. You can text me. And we want to make sure this is absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to quickly digress over here. No Q&A, well over 200 people, and no immediate questions as well. So I'm going to keep going. One of the things I did want to point out is this great array of companies who work with Microsoft, who also work with me in putting this together. Nasuni, who deals with file storage, Zerto, who's got some great solutions around ransomware and backup. I talked about Teneo as in terms of their ability to help ensure the performance of your cloud-based Microsoft applications. Aviatrix has some great tools to enhance the security and network configuration of your Azure solutions. Fortinet, many people know, great insights into how do you go about securing your public cloud in an effective way. Fugue has some good insights on cloud misconfiguration errors. I mean, Microsoft is a great platform, but a lot depends on how you set it up. And Josh will share with you insights on how you can avoid these errors. We have NetApp, major storage player, talking about their data fabric that supports a hybrid cloud. And finally, SideGen, who's got some good insights on how do you go about making sure that data that is still stored locally, which is a big deal because a lot of times data stored locally on your Windows 10 devices also gets replicated through OneDrive to the cloud. So how do you keep that protected and secure?